Okay, so it's Tuesday, August 14th, 2018. It's 2:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Florida where I live. Just going to apologize right up front to the subscribers on YouTube that I have not been able to make videos of my own as I originally set out to do a couple of years back. I was trying to get the hang of this and mostly just doing it to document my own research, but I figured I'd share it with people and get your thoughts on it. But I apologize that I just have not been able to make my own videos. I'm using an older computer that isn't even mine. I don't have the right software. I don't have the right processing and video cards and things to do good, informative, solid videos for you guys. So as you've noticed, if you subscribe here, I've been sharing a lot of other people's research and other content from other pages, other sources. So I hope you found it interesting, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Anyway, so I'm making this video just to document what's been going on in Alaska and to let the YouTube subscribers know that I've been just really doing a lot of stuff on Facebook. It just seems to be easier to do from my cell phone, which is what I'm using most of the time. So you can find me over here on the Earthquake Watcher, Mark Mucci, on Facebook, and I hope you'll take a moment and go over there and check that out, like that page. So anyway, let's go over to the USGS. And 2 days ago there was a magnitude 6.4 with a tsunami watch in effect up here in Alaska. And so over here on the USGS earthquake map, if you're not familiar with it, I'm sure most of you are, but if you're not, over here is the settings tab, and I like to set that on a satellite imagery just so that it's easier to see things, and plus you get the topography, you get a better feel for the area that the earthquakes are in. And then I'm also going to change this over here to all day, all magnitudes for 1 day. And so that's pretty much all I'm going to do there. And then we're going to take the zoom tab and click Alaska. And so in this area that the USGS has set as Alaska under their archiving, we have 139 earthquakes in their Alaska region, and that's out of 287 earthquakes all day, all over the world, worldwide, wherever the USGS covers. And so I'm going to zoom down in to the area where the 6.4 was 2 days ago and just take a look. And this is what I do every day, all day. I'll look at several locations around the world, and for right now, for this video, I just wanted to capture this for my own documentation so I can follow, what's going on here. So this is right at the edge, the north edge of Alaska, and obviously the tsunami warnings are put out because it's so close to the coast. When you zoom in to the area where the big 6.4 was a couple of days ago, and you'll see that in the last 24 hours there are 122 earthquakes in that immediate area. So the gold dots here all are within the last 24-hour period. The red dots that we see here and here, those are within the last hour of making this video, with the last one, the most recent one, being a 4.0. And so over here on the sidebar, it goes from the most recent to the latest, or the last. What's the opposite of recent? Whatever, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So this is the oldest earthquake down here at the bottom, 2.3, and then obviously shortly after that there was a 4.8. so you can see the larger ones all are having tsunami watches associated with them. So I just scroll through them looking for swarms. I don't know all of them. I've visited Alaska a couple of times. I went to Mount McKinley, camped out there for a couple of weeks. It was awesome. But I've been to all these areas, Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, all that, in Alaska. And so I don't know all these locations. So the easiest thing for me to do when I'm looking at all this stuff is to just zoom down in on these locations, and I'm looking for swarms. So obviously, you know, there's a big grouping right here, there's a big grouping right here, and then I'll try, if I have time, to compare the time so I get a better picture of you know, what's, you know, going on here in real time. So anyway, there's still, even after the 6.4, there's some pretty good size activity happening up in here. It's definitely something that needs to be looked into, monitored, and checked on frequently. So that 6.4 was a very large earthquake. As you can see over here on the sidebar is the depths of all these earthquakes, and they're all very shallow earthquakes. You don't see anything over maybe 10 or 12 kilometers depth. These are all very, very shallow. So if there are people in this area, which I don't really think there are, surely they felt it if they are there. So anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to do, is just document this little area and share it with you guys, and kind of let you know that I'm still here, and I'm going to try to get a better computer and a microphone and all that good stuff, some video editing software, and make some better videos. My goal is to do this within the next couple of weeks. I don't ask for donations, I never have, but if you want to, you can support me on PayPal. There's a link in the bottom of the video description. And once again, I'm just going to remind you that I do have a Facebook page where I'm a little bit more active, because I can do that from my phone, and it's just easier for me, considering I don't really have adequate equipment. I really want to say thank you, though, for everybody who's been to this channel and who's left great comments and shared the videos. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple of weeks with a much better video. In the meanwhile, I might share some content from some other places that I get information from, and I encourage you to also visit those pages and those websites and YouTube channels. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much for watching.